Doug Silva. He has 27 years this year in graphic design. And this light's gonna drive me crazy, right? 27 years. He is the best designer I have worked with. And let me tell you, I've seen a lot of digital and actual art in my lifetime. He is amazing. And so Doug is presenting with me today.
This is Deanne Hayes, one of my best power partners I've had in 13 years. She has a zillion grandkids. She's married to Don Hayes, and she is and knows marketing. We had a frame shop for over 18 years in Walnut Creek. So Deanne Hayes. So what we would like to talk to you is about branding.
Branding, A to Z. So we're going to start with, if you come to Doug, what are you going to get?
So this came from my power partners that we meet every Tuesday. And Sandeepa Nayak gave me this incredible referral. This is a gal that wanted to start a medical staffing company, a very niche thing. She had no clue, but she trusted everything that Sandeepa said. And Sandeepa said, meet with her. We connected. She gave me a napkin that she thought she knew what she wanted, and then I ended up creating what that is up there, the heart, because you know, nurses and medical, you have to have good bedside manners. But what you get involved when it comes to branding and logos, a lot of people don't know that if you get a logo, that there's more to it. You can't do much to it, and just don't say you get it off the website. There is actually, you should have a lot of different file formats. You should see there's a JPEG, a PNG, an EPS, an AI, an EPS. Those are all very happy languages to me. But what that means is that you can take the EPS or AI, it's called a vector file, and that way you can scale that the size of a bus. And every logo is created in a very specific program that is vector based. And then you have it either reversed, so you can do it a different way, and then you have a one color. That's a Deanne happy thing over there. And why this is really important to have a style guide is if you have a staff or just even an admin, they can create all your marketing stuff, and I have it where you cannot squish it, you cannot change the color, you can't put text around it. It's this whole thou shalt. You have your fonts, which is very important because you want consistency and matchy. But this is where this goes in with Sandeepa. When I gave her all of this images, I gave her the style guide to her crew, that they can go in and all these happy little numbers go plug right into the website. So she didn't have to do anything. She had to look at this. The people at the website development know exactly to look at this to plug in to make a website.
And you say, so why do I need this? This is something that Chrysler would say. This is how it has to look every time. That's why you know Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Chrysler and Nike, you know as soon as you see their logo, because they have everyone that's put anything on anything has to do this. And you go, well, why do I have to? Well, maybe someday you're not going to just be a one-man or one-woman show. Maybe you're going to have lots of employees and you're going to be making millions. Start now so that you are branding across the board and anybody can go, oh, that's Smiley's Blue. They can know right away that that's your branding. And so, oh, guess what? This is a great moment to tell you about VCP. And in BNI, you know that P is profitability. And you go, well, I don't really have a power partner that's profitable. Let me tell you, Doug and I are profitable. He has all the paper, all of the thicknesses, all the shinies, all the foils. He has a complete package that I gave him so that he sat down with his clients and said, oh, let's do a 16-point, let's do a suede, let's do this, and this on the business card. That is a closed sale for me. He just said, hey, I want this. I gave her a price. She said, order them. They are being printed as we speak.
These are the business cards to the client. So they get the whole package. You get the logo, the copyright to it, you get all the files, and then on top of it, you need at least the beginning of the business card. But when you were talking about branding and how important that we choose a book by its cover, it's unfortunate, but we do, it's human behavior. But if I sent Reggie out, Reggie, do you want to stand up? The back of his polo shirt with his jacket, he's gonna come in, you're gonna see that, and you're gonna be like, this guy has his act together, he's not a garage operation, he knows he's licensed, he can walk the walk and talk the talk, and he can back up of how much he's going to charge because he looks big. And
Okay,
but he's also doing that.
Question, how many Christmas trees does Doug have in his house usually? 32 and a half.
53.
You're too high.
There's only 3 people who know that answer in here.
Come on!
What did you say? Yes.
I did. 32 and a half.
I love Christmas. We start September 16th and we have 32 and a half trees. There's a YouTube video about it. Or have a one-to-one meet and
33, a happy stuff.
it makes you think. Okay, so branding, so when Deanna lives up in the Sierra Foothills, she's like, hey, this client needed a logo, but they wanted a Celtic tree of some sort. And I'm like, okay, fine. There's she's a nail person, so look what they did.
So, and then this big square sign up here, it's got a big sign on it too. So that is completely Red Ridge Restaurant with everything. We did their business cards, we did all the front, we did their shirts, we did their embroidery, we did their aprons, the entire restaurant. We did everything. We did coasters for them. I mean, just about, and we're going to do some wine glasses. I mean,
the wine glasses, but also they do a big part of sponsoring. So if you know companies who do a lot of sponsorship, they did a sponsorship of up in Angel Camp. They do a frog thing. Golf courses are a huge thing for sponsorship. So if you have a company that wants to sponsor, that's a huge thing for us.
Okay, how many grandkids do I have?
Tons.
11.
21.
19.
33 and a half.
24.
34.
Okay.
How many?
22.
22.
You need to hurry up.
Okay, we love to do tents. So Rodriguez High School out in Fairfield, they started off with just a 10 by 10. They came back and said, we want a 10 by 20, and the boosters paid for it. Then this year, they came back and they said, we want 4 for the aquatics team. We need 1 for diving. We need 1 for water polo. We need 1 for swimming. And I forget what the 4th one was for.
No, it was like FOMO. That one sport had it. All started with track and field. But I'm like, no, but we want that too. So it got aquatics. Everybody wanted a tent. So we just popped it up and we just changed. And then the athletic boosters wanted one. So again, it's like contagious. So you'll see this, and it has the school and the branding. And that was the Hamilton tree.
Yeah, so we're working with Hamilton Tree and Ankle Mulch because she wants 2 tents. So we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Let's see. What does Doug like to do if he's not designing?
Cooking.
Yeah, where is Snuggie? He likes to wear a Snuggie and Zoom calls. I heard 22. I heard something over this way. Who's
Big Jam.
Big Jam. He does like to make jam.
Yeah. Cooking. And then where Deanna and I really like to do, it's a little fun spot as we both like to go to Disneyland. So.
Yes, and we do.
Okay. So how many times you've heard someone and it can be all your, oh, I didn't know you did that. Well, we can do it. And you just have that this morning. You can put every type of swag, anything that you've seen at Starbucks, from mugs, the point of purchase displays, Reggie stuff. That is something that Deanne can get after they.
So I want you to think about trade shows too. Trade shows, tablecloths. Doug designed the tablecloth. The fans that are out there, Doug designed the fans. He's got my cards. Anytime you see me, if I'm green and black, you know it's me with the big tablecloths, right? That's my brand. So I want you guys to think, what do you want for your clients? Who do you see that are business owners out there that could up their game? That would be a great introduction for us because he can redo logos. He can start fresh with the new client. She's starting from the ground. That's what we want to be able to do is refresh. We want to start from the ground. We want to get them off on the right foot so that they look like a bigger business than what they might actually be.
Yeah.
And so then they gain clients a little quicker.
So there's a pointer on here. So they're going to want all like the nurses scrub, or she's going to want to give out really great polos. Because if she sends this out, she doesn't need, people are going to want to know, oh, who are you? Because it's kind of creepy.
One of my good clients that I have is Girls Inc. in Alameda County. And every year we do shirts for them several times a year because they have all these events and all these things going on for the girls. So think of someone like that that would be doing shirts because we do lots of shirts. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be a business. We can do nonprofits, anything with that art. If you look down the tables, you will see all kinds of things. When I say I'm going to the promotional show in Las Vegas, it starts on Tuesday, I am talking every showroom, every ballroom in Mandalay Bay. That is a lot of promotional. And you say, oh, you can do these? Oh, there's a lot more that we can do. If you think of anything that you would like to have your logo on, we pretty much can find it. So that
was what really good. If you have environmental people, or you have people really big in the environment, you can get seed packets with your logo in it, and it's already in a mesh. They just put the seed packet in the ground, and they'll think of you. Squishy nervous balls,
right.
Pop things.
And talk to Ronnie and Jeff and ask them. They did a marketing campaign this summer where we did like 10 postcards where they mailed out to a specific list, same list over and over. And so we he designed them, I printed them, and we mailed them for them, so they never even had to touch it. So give it a talk and shout to them and see how they thought about, because it's different ways, not referral marketing, but it's another way that you can get out there and market.
This was completely from scratch. She is literally starting from the ground zero. There's a lot of companies that, I just started with this for the past year and I just took it off of Google. You don't want to do that. They give it to Deanne and it's a JPEG, all fuzzy. Most of the time, that job comes in a complete redo, or we just completely come up with a new thing, or I have to take exactly what they have and recreate it and put it into a vector file. So that's where she gets these files and she's like, this is all they have. This is
and
all
if
they
you think that a JPEG is going to work, let me just tell you, it's not going to work on anything we do. And not at all. And when you take it and look at it in the Photoshop or any of the Corel Draw, it's all fuzz. It's just not good. When he's saying a vector, it means that every line in the image, if I put it in wireframe, I can see every last line. That way it can expand as big as I want it to be. I can take and separate it into colors. So if it's 6 colors, I can print 6 colors on a shirt. So vector is really important when we say, oh, do you happen to have that in an Adobe Illustrator file? And I just had a recent one before Christmas with a job that I said, okay, I need it in Adobe Illustrator or a Corel Draw or a true vector. And so they sent me over, they took the file, you're gonna love this one, and they took and went in Adobe Illustrator and they saved it as an EPS. No, it wasn't a vector. And then the man couldn't understand, well, we saved it as an EPS. It says right here in your email. And I'm like, but it's not a true vector. So I went and vectored them so that we'd have them to be able to print. So just because you saved it as an EPS doesn't mean it really has all those lines.
It's just a tech, I come from the print world. I started at my first job February 5th, 1996 in a little engineering firm where I did layout of big engineering proposals. Then I went into the print world and I did a lot of offset prints, a lot of large format printing, where we did all this stuff, and then I
So who did he work for before
doing
he
that.
went out on his own? Who did he work for before it starts with a V?
My largest company that I work with, a big Fortune 500 company.
Serious?
Vegetarian?
Yes, it
Varian.
does.
I was their senior in-house designer, so I got to do the intranet, the extranet, trade shows. Let me go, and I didn't look back because I did not want to work for the big giant man.
That's right. Cool
So-
beans. All right, let's see. We need another question. Your turn.
Get me on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Personal or business?
Whichever.
What year did Deanne start her business and how long before do I do it? No, all those principles that Coca-Cola, Chevron, Chrysler use, all of everybody in here, from the most smallest startup to a bigger one, can apply, and it should be applied.
Well, and
because it's your
BNI
brand. You're really important to it.
Yeah, BNI has their red. If you'll see the step and repeat that got brought in today, that was designed by Doug, and I printed the step and repeat. So beginners, those kind of cool things, but you want to keep to the colors because then you are consistent. The hex colors, Sandeepa's like got a big old smile because she knows exactly what color to print because it's different on the screen than it is CMYK on an actual paper product. And then you got a PMS that would be printed on a bottle or one of the goodies that's on the table. So I know you don't understand any of that, but that's why you have us. Because we can be the experts in navigating that field. And I think we are right out of time.
Yeah,
so
we have 11 seconds.
thank you
Please
very
have a
much.
one-to-one with us. This is really fun, and we.
Let's go this way. Look here. Over here. She wants to go over this table. Thank you.
Stop the visit. There you go.